Welcome to the TubeBuddy Express podcast, brought to you by TubeBuddy, the #1 tool to make your YouTube life easy. Each week, we discuss how you can utilize TubeBuddy to enhance your YouTube experience and make your life as a creator easier. And now, here's your host, Dusty Porter.
Hello, wonderful people of the internet. This is episode 183 of the TubeBuddy Express podcast. It is May 22nd, 2020. Hope all of you are doing well and staying safe and healthy. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this show so every single Friday you get this actionable podcast in hopes of helping you with your YouTube journey. I do these every single Friday. I do about 8 to 10 minute episodes where I talk about a singular topic and focus on one thing that may could help you push your YouTube channel to the next level or maybe make a light bulb go off. We're brought to you by, obviously, the fine folks over at TubeBuddy. If you don't know who they are or what they do, you can click and check them out in the show notes below. They're that one tool that I always recommend for any YouTuber to start out with. A buddy of mine just started a video game channel. And he texted me, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, and he said, hey, is TubeBuddy really, what everyone says it is, and you talk about it on your podcast and you talk it up real big. And I said, you know what, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a free code to use it, because I had a couple of free codes left over. Sent him the link. He used it. I texted him a couple of days ago and said, hey, Vince, have you checked out TubeBuddy yet? He's like, man, listen, I've already bought the paid plan. And I'm like, okay, enough said, right? So check them out, right? I'm not saying that just because they're my sponsor. I'd be saying this and recommending and referring you to them even if they were not. All right, so let's talk about today's topic. Today's topic is this. Should you pay for advertising, whether it be advertising on YouTube, Google AdWords for the Google search engine, Facebook, maybe even some other like social influencing through Instagram, things like that. Some people even pay for to putting their links in other YouTube videos descriptions. I've actually had people pay me to do that, believe it or not. And so we're going to talk about that. This actually is something I've been wanting to talk about for a good while now. But a question came in a couple of weeks ago from Allison, and she said, hey, I'm doing a YouTube channel, and I'm not gonna. She asked that I not share it at this time, but she said I'm doing a YouTube channel on this, and she stated what her YouTube channel was about, and she said I think that I could benefit from maybe advertising on Facebook. And the main goal of her YouTube channel was to promote or to market her retail store, and she sells clothing and jewelry and things such as that. And she says that she thinks that she could advertise and do well with it. I looked at her channel. We did some kind of reconnaissance and looked at it. And I said, you know what? I think you may be right. I think that if your main goal and the end point of what you're trying to do is make sales on your website, which is what she was trying to do, then I think the advertising is basically, it's good because it's going to bring people to your website. It's going to display and visualize what people, you can show yourself putting on the clothes. You can show all the different stylings and things like that. So for her, I thought that it would work out. Well, she did it and it ended up working out really well. The video advertising that she did for her YouTube channel brought a ton more people over. She got a ton of subscribers, a ton of viewers in a very short amount of time. So for her, it worked out. Normally, I say that because normally that's not what I recommend people to do. You would be surprised at the amount of small YouTubers that approach me and say, I spent $500 or I spent $100 or $150 and I advertised my YouTube channel on the YouTube platform to where YouTube would promote my videos if I paid so much, the normal stuff, right? And they got no results. If anything, some of them even said they saw a decrease in engagement when they did that. There's a couple of reasons of why that may be, and I'm going to talk about those here in a second. But you've got to remember this. People are thrown ads all the time. And I think that people are a little bit tired of that, I guess you would say. And when people see the ad on top of a video kind of overlaid, or they know a video is an ad, their mentality is completely different than if they naturally or organically stumble or discover a video via search or related videos, right? So when people normally ask me, should I run ads to promote my YouTube channel? The answer is normally no, 90% of the time. 10%, obviously, it works out if they're, marketing